Yo, what's crapping in? We made it to another episode of Kicking It with Kpop. That's right. That's right. What? Let's give us a round of applause for showing up today. How about that?
안녕하세요.
Oh, yes, exactly. Young, all that. Whatever day it is, whatever time it is, all of it. But yeah, we made it. We're here. Oh man. It's too hot today.
Yeah, summer
supposed to have a
is
dumb
here.
heat wave. It's supposed to be like 105 this weekend. I'm not looking forward to whatever day that's going to be. So,
Oof.
yeah, no. It's not Shelby territory of like 115, 130. Yeah, no. That's equally gross. No, thank you. But yeah, we're here. I'm talking to you finally. Man, what's up, Chris?
Yeah, man. Doing great, man. Doing good. Let's just say that I'm not hot. I haven't had horrible things happen to me recently. I'm so sorry.
Joy, listen, got a campaign going. It's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's exciting stuff. I've seen this around a bunch. Finally getting to sit down and like get to know about it. So it's very cool because I like all this kind of thing. Big into like fantasy, novelty, all this fun stuff. So sexy elf people, let's go. You can't go wrong with any of that stuff.
Ridiculously good looking. Yeah.
Oh, yes, let's go.
All right.
I see some people commenting in the chat. I just want to say hey to them. I don't know what day this is from because we have two from 9:13 p.m. on two different times. What's up, GTK Comics? Could be from yesterday and today. I don't know. I like that. Could be. We got John Stout in the house. What's up, John? And yes, the show is still happening. We were chatting backstage. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get way more people in here by the end of this. Chilling. I know there's like 900 other streams happening right now.
Oh boy.
All good. No, we're fine. This right here is the link to your campaign right there. It'll take you to Indiegogo. We're going to be going over that very soon. But before that, we got to make it weird. And now this is going to be even weird too because you have your picture over here. So we're just going to leave it on the sexy elf lady. So, so we're going to make it weird. Well, it's not really super weird, but there you go. Boom. This is Chris. So by all means, please introduce yourself. Let us know. Who are you? What you do? Why are you here?
My name is Chris Fisk. I'm a former video game developer who, I guess, board nerd. Back in the early 90s, I would say, around 1990, actually. I started making my own tabletop role-playing game system. And I ended up, we hit a huge... I guess it was a recession of sorts that knocked out like all the public funds to keep the library open. So we ended up making chronicled game sessions where like basically it was like a newsletter every month. We'd write up a kind of a recap of the previous adventure and I would draw pictures for it. And we charged $5 a month for it. And that kept the lights on. And I did that for about 10 years. Because my high school kind of treated us like criminals, where we had to have compulsory volunteer service. We had to have community service hours. It was 140 hours. You had to clock in, or you didn't graduate.
Oh, whoa.
So my the librarian that saw me working on this stuff said, "Hey, I'll give you all the community service hours you need if you keep the kids from crawling the walls and knocking shelves down." So I did that. I used them like guinea pigs, and we beta tested my game for quite a while. And
nice.
and then I put it all away. Went traveled the world, Japan, Australia, various parts of California, and chasing my meal every day kind of got tiring as a video game designer. So I ended up leaving that industry after about a decade. I came back here to New Hampshire, on the northeast coast of the USA. A lot of people are like, wait, where's New Hampshire? Because it's a tiny little state. So I now work in cybersecurity, and I wanted to do something creative after leaving a creative industry. And I started getting real depressed when around 2014 or so, all of my hobbies started telling me they didn't want me as a customer anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was just like I'm sorry, but if I'm like playing like a role-playing game or watching like a sci-fi or a fantasy show, and all of a sudden it starts going into like prom or like dinner parties and stuff. I get a little depressed. I mean, Hellfire Gala, just things like that really
Yeah.
kind of chase me away. And I thought, I have something that I've been, saving for years and years and years. Maybe I should bring that out of storage and, start making my own stuff, because you can wallow in misery, or you could be like, maybe I could provide a solution. And
Very true.
I ended up, a couple of my buddies, one of them was an engineer over at Blizzard. We were talking about like, getting the tabletop role-playing game out. And we looked on Kickstarter and it was like, oh my God, the competition is stiff. Like they're going to kick our ass. So we were looking into other alternative ways of like hyping up the game before we got it to market. And one of them was, dude, you've got screenplay experience. You were a narrative designer. You know how to write scripts. So I wrote up a screenplay for the Infinitale Chronicles, and it was The War of the Trees, based off of the Welsh Cadgatho, so old Welsh folklore. Like the Infinitale Chronicles is heavily inspired by Welsh, Irish, Celtic, even Scandinavian folklore myths. And I went down to Boston, and my ego was immediately obliterated. I got to meet Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and they told me that no production house would ever touch my stuff.
Whoa!
It's just from a budget perspective, it was insane. They're like, you got this huge fantasy world, you got all this stuff, you got like the budget on this would just that would be a sticker shock to any production house. So you might want to look into like animation or some other avenue. And I thought, oh yeah, maybe I should do that. So I started looking into like Toon Boom and Flash, started trying to make my own animations. And then I realized, oh my God, this thing is an ass kicker. Like this requires so much resources I just don't have. And around that time, I started getting something called peripheral nerve damage or peripheral neuropathy in my hands. And I kind of lost use of my hands, or full use. So I still have the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip hand, but my art days are over. So so the next kind of thing was, well, why don't you do like a book or like a comic or something? You're visual. Let's do this. And I didn't know the first thing about making comics. Like I loved like reading them, but as far as making them, I was kind of a noob on that. So I reached out to this guy in California, and he had a business, High Concept Media Properties, that dealt with exactly my issue, which was, hi, I need somebody to help me make a comic book. And he ended up looking at my script and said, no comic book artist would ever work with this, because this thing is a screenplay, and would be very frustrating. So we spent about a year banging out that script in a comic book script format. And by about 2021, we launched the first book. And then we moved on to our second book. And here we are 4 years later, getting out that second book.
Awesome. That's awesome. I really like it. So far, everything I've seen for this style looks really awesome. The artwork looks cool. I'm a huge like fantasy weird nerd. I also back weird tabletop stuff on campaigns. The last one I backed, I'm still waiting for, is the Fire and Ice one, the Frazetta Fire and Ice tabletop.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
man,
well, looking forward to that. That looks good. The figures in that look fantastic. They look awesome. So excited for this. What I want to do, let's see. You want to play your trailer first that you have loaded up here, and then we'll go to the campaign page?
Sure.
Let me see. Let me add. Wait, hold on. Pause. 1 second. There we go. Okay. All the tiny. There we go. Now we can do this.
Yay!
Boom. Let's go. Wait, is this full? All right, let's go. Let me know. Let everybody know if you can hear this, first of all.
Yep.
You should be able to. Perfect. Listen. Nice. Ooh.
Knowledge is like a seed. When sown in fertile minds, it opens doors to new possibilities. Truth, once buried by the ages, is again revealed. The unimaginable becomes demystified. new wonders are discovered that transcend the limitations of previous understanding. However, some doors should never be opened. Our tale continues with the divergent paths of our heroes. As a naive king toils with ancient powers beyond his control, a grieving queen makes a fateful decision that forever changes their world. Infinitale Chronicles. The War of the Trees.
That's freaking dope.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, like the opening animation was really cool because it gave you that like really nice like animated like movie feel, but it also gave you like, I'm a huge fan of point and click adventures as well. It gave you like that kind of a vibe. As a Whispered World, Discworld, let's go. It's the best.
Yes.
So
A little Rincewind.
Yes. Rincewind. We love Rincewind. I love those games. Those are good. Those are fabulous books in themselves, but come on, they're fantastic. Those ones.
Yeah.
Yes, you need narration for your trailer. Wait, dude, whoever narrated that did a phenomenal job.
Awesome.
They completely nailed that vibe of that there. Hold on, yes, that was very cool. Yes, you're not wrong. That was awesome. All right, hold on. Let me get back to, there we go. Boom for this view for a hot second. Then I'm going to go to your campaign.
Yeah.
Freezing and hot at the same time. So I have a latte and I'm also sweating. So that's where we're at.
It's like, oh.
So I was holding it for like the first 10 minutes we were in here because I was like, I can't read that. So hot. But no, this is cool. I really dig this. It's very cool, like epic fantasy. And I am very, very much into that. Listen, Ed McCaffrey, Dragonlance,
Burn. Yeah.
Wolverton, all those are my guys. Love these Landover series. Amazing stuff.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, that was cool. That's right. What's up, Bear? How you doing? And yes, perfect. Yes, I think so. It sounds really cool. I'm digging it.
Sweet.
Very much like this. All right, so if you guys are joining us, we're going over a campaign right now for Infinitale Chronicles, The War of the Trees. Ooh, nice. You've already kicked your ass on the goal here. That's awesome. Yeah. So you have 5 days left. So after 5 days, is it going to go into the funding?
Yeah. So I've been getting some advice about kind of keeping it in funding mode for another 30 days. And then after that, there'll be a very short window for in demand. Like I'm not going to keep it as a marketplace. And then after I do all the fulfillment, send out the surveys, see what people liked, what people didn't. Then I'm going to send the kind of what I have. Whichever of the 3 editions wins this bidding war in this campaign will become the retail edition that I'll put up on Amazon.
Okay, cool. I like this. And let's see, Faster Trilogy. I don't think I know the Faster Trilogy. I'm gonna have to look that up. Spectacular story with a similar culture. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't think I know that one. I'm very much a huge fan of mythology, lore. Half my shelves over there are full of like old novels and like I don't know if you guys know that, but the Enchanted World series by Time Life back in the 80s, they had like a 30 to 40 like issue series on like different lores and like characters and stuff. It was so cool. It's awesome. Amazing. It's one of my favorite books ever. There like there was like one for witches and fairies and like just random stuff. I was also huge into the Frauds growing up. Huge inspiration. Yes. Let's see. Oh, it's written by Robin Hobb. Interesting. I do not know this person. I'm gonna have to look them up for sure. Sounds interesting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I also took a big break from like the adult novels at one time and got really big into the young adult fantasy. Dude, those are so much smaller. You could like crank out a book a day. You're like, yes, fantastic. Get this on. Good times. Yeah. Good stuff. So yeah, so if you guys are looking, you already crushed your goal. You don't have to worry about it. Indiegogo is interesting on how that works. You back, it comes out right away.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that works on Indiegogo. So in case people are more familiar with Kickstarter or Fund My Comic, that's how this works. You can also, is it added to a cart or this one, or is it you just kind of pick stuff and back it, I think?
Yep.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it instantly charges you. Unlike Kickstarter, Kickstarter is like, when the campaign ends, we'll collect your funds. And it's like, as a creator, it gets dodgy because it's like, hey, you met funding goal, and then 90% of the people don't respond to the to the surveys or whatever, and you're not going to get any of your money. And it's like, wait, what?
Both have their pluses and advantages. Like if you just want to back something, but you don't have the funds for it now, and then you're just like, when you back it, then keep your eye on it. That kind of thing is interesting.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting too, because when they go to late pledges, it takes the money out as you pledge. So
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, hot potato.
Yeah. I do like how Fun My Comic has things set up where you just click a bunch of stuff, you add it to the cart, then you check out, which is kind of dope. I like that. Let's see. George R. Martin stole animal bond magic from her. Oh, dang. Well, dang, George R. Martin. How dare you? How dare you? Let's see. Let me go down here and just open up some of these. I love okay, first of all, who do you have on your art? Because your art is absolutely freaking phenomenal.
So this was actually, I got a tier off of David Brink's Genuine Comics Perfect 10. He had a tier where you could get Pau Rodrix as artist to do a sketch item as one of the perks. So I got Pau to draw Queen Aisling here, and then I colored her. So
Ooh, nice. Listen, you did a phenomenal job on coloring this because it's one of the things I enjoy is interesting color schemes. That was cool. I love the way that the outlining is going. I dig all this.
Sweet.
Artist myself, I can appreciate this kind of thing. You have a bunch of interesting tiers. I'm just gonna try to go down and see if there's any artwork to open, and then I'm gonna go back and we'll go through all the tiers and stuff. Ooh, this is fascinating. Ooh, okay, you got glow in the dark figures. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so that's a 6-inch water leaper from Welsh mythology. I can't even begin to pretend to pronounce the Welsh version of it, but it's one of the dangerous fauna that
call him George.
Yeah, I want to pet the rabbit. But it's basically like a winged frog with a poisonous scorpion tail.
Like a frog snake winged guy. I like it. Isn't that the fun thing when you look at like mythical creatures, like the weird bananas people that they have, like Japan has some of like the weirdest, like the bog monsters that they have are just so weird bananas. They're like weird frog people, but then they have hair. They're like on lily pads. It's like, what?
Like a water bowl head.
Yeah, it's weird. Nice. I do like the fact that you're throwing figures in here too. Like the paint these because that to me just screams like tabletop-y kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. So these were originally when I got them sculpted, they were originally designed for the tabletop game player size. But these I blew up. I printed them in nylon filament, and so it's about 8 inches tall, and it comes with all of the paint, like all the supplies you need to paint her. She's pre-primed. Yeah, it has
actual
the paint
model
brushes.
kit.
Yep. It's got the brushes, the paints, the clear varnish, the mixing palette, all that stuff.
Ooh, that's fun. I like that. I started picking up a bunch of stuff myself over the years because I bought a bunch of the Dark Crystal and Labyrinth tabletops, but then I need to get my figures replaced because the back of my Labyrinth figures, the fill wasn't all the way filled in.
Oh no!
Kind of like exchange them out. So yeah, I've already talked to them before. They're gonna send me some replacements for those. But yes, Labyrinth is my favorite thing of all time.
Nice,
good times. But no, I love that you're throwing the actual kit in there because I see a couple campaigns where they have like the little minifigures or you paint themselves. But I love that it comes with the brushes and everything. You're showing an actual kit in there. That's cool.
Sweet.
I love that you have the color guide too because it's for this character. I like that. Nice.
Yeah, you can paint her however you want too. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's so this was a map that I did back in the day of the continent of Foithla, which is like the known world in our story. Yes. It's separated into 7 sovereignties. They're all called out there, and the sovereignties are ruled by queens. So the king is actually a king consort. He's our story starts in the sovereignty of Tiri Gothen, the land of the tree, and basically this map will show kind of like where our heroes because their paths diverge in this second book, and they start going off in different directions. So you get to see kind of a eagle-eye view of where they're going.
Very cool. No, I'm a huge fan of maps and books. That to me also screams massively super world building to me. I also love that you are keeping with the Celtic, keeping the Tir na stuff happening, because if you guys don't know Tir na Og, I don't know how that's how you actually pronounce it, but the bestest place of all time. There's literally, if you never watched, I was obsessed in the early 80s with a cartoon. It's based on the Brian Froud's Fairies books. It's literally called Fairies. It's 30 minutes. It's an animated feature. It's got some of the best animation you'll ever see on it. You can find it on YouTube. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
The tale of Oshin gets sucked away into the land of the fairies. Yes.
Yep. Tir na nog, the land of the eternally young. Yeah.
Quite dope.
It's amazing what the Irish language can do to the Roman alphabet, though.
Yes, very nice. Also, if anybody ever goes to Baltimore Comic-Con, down the street there literally is a Tir na Og restaurant on the harbor.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good times. I like that you got cards too. I'm a sucker for dumb packs of cards. Listen, I've got like probably 10,000 of them next to me. Not even kidding. I'm going through my card collection, but yeah, ripping packs back in the 90s. That's where it was at.
Nice.
Good times. Ooh, I like, the rounded edges. Yes.
Oh yeah, they're plastic too. So,
ooh, the plastic, nice.
Yeah, I try to make them as difficult as possible to tear. Yeah, so the first series of cards already sold out, unfortunately, but we can still get the second series. And the second series kind of follows the same pattern where you get 4 character cards with like their names, their little bios and stuff on the back, and then you get a bunch of cover cards. So nice. Yeah, and if you're a fan of the artist, you can flip it over and be like, "Oh, that's the artist that did it."
Oh, I like that. Huge fan of that kind of thing. Oh, I like the designs of them are really nice.
So those additional ones, there's a likelihood that in addition to that 10 cards that we just showed previously, one of these holofoil cards might be in that pack as well as like a rare card, like a shiny.
Oh, cool. Ooh, fancy pants. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I like down here you have all this in here where you get this kind of broken it down what's going in there. The cards are really pretty. They remind me of, back in the 90s when I was really getting big into like anime stuff, they had some Chinese and Japanese cards that were based on anime, and they were like those metally, like plasticky things that you had to rip them off of a thing. That's exactly what this reminds me of, and I dig that.
Nice.
Yes. What's up, Sheldon? Listen, you could stroll in at any time. You want to come in the last 2 minutes? I don't care. You want to just come by later? Listen, I'm not going to hold attendance. Let's go.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
But no, these are cool. It's all good. Listen, you can do whatever you want, man. Working, I don't care. Chilling. Let's go.
Yeah.
These are pretty. I like this. The holofoil looks like it looked really nice.
Yeah, that was originally a fan piece that Nerium Nova donated. She just DM'd me one day, and she's like, "Yeah, keep your eyes on the mail. I'm sending something." So she sent me the it's a poster, and it's in black and white, and I have it hanging on my wall. So I have the OG one, and then I scanned it in, I colored it, put it on a holofoil card, and I gave it away as part of my social media building. So when I reached 1,000 followers, some followers got a chance to get this for free. And for people who missed out, they can actually just grab it here on the campaign.
Nice. I like this. I love me a good holofoil anything. Good times. Stickers that
those are
you got babes in all of the characters, let me tell you.
Yeah, those are those are acrylic magnets. And my God, yeah. So I originally, I reached out to an artist, Nicotine Fist. He does sprite art, and since I was a big fan of like Sega Genesis RPGs back in the day, Shining Force, Shining in the Darkness, so I asked him to, so I asked him to do sprite designs of the characters in that 16-bit art style. He did it. I got them printed out on acrylic. And then I put those rare earth magnets, I glued them to the back of them. And while I was putting those things together, I swear to God, I thought I had telekinesis. Those magnets are strong. Like you could adhere a folded CVS receipt to your fridge with one of these things.
Nice. Nice. I have a file. You can't tell, but behind this little doohickey, I have a file cabinet right there, and I throw all my magnets on it.
Oh, nice.
Anything that's got a campaign magnet, I just throw it over there.
Awesome.
Very cool. I like that they're magnets, not stickers, because I like the fact that I can throw them on there. And stickers are really awesome too, but I don't take them off and plop them on things. I just kind of like. The only time I do that is when I go slap around in the wild. But like normally I just like tape them to something. I get reused my stickers.
I'm always
how you got to do it.
I'm always afraid that I'm gonna like waste the sticker, so I never like stick it to anything. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know how many stickers I ruined in the '80s putting them on binders?
Yeah.
Your stickers. No, listen. I learned that lesson in the '80s. Yeah. Oh, these are cool, dude. I love folios. Folios are just awesome.
Oh yeah. So that's our that's only available in the Ultimate Bundle, which gives you basically everything. And what I did was I got some vinyl decals and ironed them into one of those blank store folios. And then so that front piece, you can pull it out and you can swap in various art prints that come with this if you want to change the cover.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. I dig that.
Sweet.
I like that a lot. Yeah, I've been a big fan of either hardcover editions or getting the books but putting them in the folio so that you can put them on their shelf, because that way you can just find them easier and just grab them. But it also looks like you have a book on your shelf, which I very much a fan of. I in novel rehab like 20 years ago. So
oh no.
No, I did not. Well, technically, okay. You can ruin binders because if you leave a sticker glued to something for so long, the adhesive will kind of melt and get kind of like sludgy.
Yeah.
Over the years. And let me tell you, you had those like puffy stickers back in the 80s. Like it was a hot mess. Like, but yeah, no, the binders looked amazing until you had to like, you went to go pick them up one day and it turned to like smush and it like grabbed everything around you that was just stuck all sticky. That's what happened with stickers. So no, I got upset because they were so cool that you got to get rid of them because there was really cool art back in the day. Now you could never see that stuff again. But I would try to preserve them and keep them with no stickiness on the back. But yeah, no, that was a hot mess back in the day. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. You got way more perks coming in here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else to open we can go over and look at. Ooh, okay. This acrylic standee looks really cool. I like that it comes in like this little book thing too.
Yeah, I mean part of the packaging, you know, you gotta make it presentable. So
not only just presentable, I've gotten the standees and I've gotten like the 3D print and stuff before from campaigns, and they were just kind of thrown in with the rest of the stuff and they broke.
Oh no!
So I like that you have these packaged, that they look nice. Okay, they look fantastic.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. The last thing you want is to like open up the, like Christmas morning and be like, oh, it's busted.
That was the worst. Like in the 80s and 90s, because you didn't have anything to look up online and you would get a toy. Then you would realize like after like a 6-hour build that you needed batteries.
Oh.
put it in a game or something together. They're like, oh, wait a minute, we don't have that. Then you can't play it. No.
Christmas is ruined.
It happens. Oh, nice. Jumbo. Oh, it's a okay.
Yeah,
I thought at first I was like, okay, I know the gamer mats. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
you need this as a gamer mat.
Now I have a place to put my hands.
Haha.
This was.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of those. I got a bunch of Pokemon ones and regular ones. That's what I take my pictures of when I like taking my pictures on. But no, they're a lot of fun. I have a ton of those, like the giant ones that you have for your mouse and keyboard. Yes, good time.
Yeah.
What's up, Rude? How you doing? So yeah, if you guys are just joining us, let me drop this one more time. We're going over your campaign right now for the Infinitale Chronicles. Here, it's on Indiegogo. Boom shakalaka. It does, if you look over to it, and it does say it ends in 5 days. You will be having, like you said, about a month-long funding process, and then possibly in demand for a hot minute. But not too hot of a minute there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the holofoil cards are good.
Yeah, that was that was part of the stretch goal in the first campaign, and people missed it. Now they can grab it on this one, and this is photo proof, like almost like a ransom photo, like proof of life. Like these books exist; they're printed. I had them. Like when the campaign ends, fulfillment begins. I'm not gonna make you wait years.
Nice,
it's here.
Okay, listen. I'm also a huge fan of campaigns when they end and then they fulfill not too long after that. And also, I do enjoy that you got a manga format in the corner over there.
So desu ne. Yep.
Sugoi.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a shipping box. The collector's
a shipping box that looks exactly like the Diablo and or World of Warcraft PC boxes. Yes.
Yeah, so inside is the interior is the full scene that you see kind of on the cover a little bit. And these are I'm so basically the deluxe one on the right there is if you get the ultimate bundle, so everything can fit in it. And then the standard one is if you back $25 or more, you'll get that. If you back less than $25, I don't want to like charge you egregious shipping because of how insane shipping has gotten. So it'll just be in a Gemini mailer with a nice little plastic protector.
Awesome. Yeah, they have those. You could get like several different sizes that they have of the Gemini mailers, but I like the ones, especially if you have like boxes like this where you can get the Gemini boxes. Those are nice. Those are really sweet. I keep those a lot. I take them to cons, and when I run around and buy comics, I put them in my boxes instead of having to lug them around in bags and stuff. Oh, dude, you're going full on into the tabletop-y kind of stuff in here. It looks like you got some guidebooks, preview books, but I also love that you have a bookmark, but that's also like a counter.
Yeah. So the in the first series of the trading cards, there was a bonus card that had a translator on it. So there's in the story, our heroes encountered these people that they don't understand the language they're speaking. It's kind of like R2-D2 in Star Wars, where you're like, yeah, or Chewbacca. You're like, everybody else seems to know what they're saying. But so there was this little card that allowed you to kind of decode it, like the be sure to drink your Ovaltine stuff.
Nice.
And I put it into the bookmark, so you get a double-sided spot UV bookmark with that alphabet, and if you want, you can actually translate. You're not going to miss anything if you don't translate it, but if you do, you kind of get a little bit more of the story. And then that the second in the middle perk is a 40-page free preview of book 3. So it's the first chapter of book 3. You get for free. So if you back the digital, you'll get a digital version of this. If you back a physical book, you'll get this second book. 40 pages for free. It's in black and white, and the art is by Nerium Nova.
Very cool. Who was the one that you said earlier? We were looking at the art piece that they did.
Oh, that was Al Rodriguez. Yeah.
No, the other one. You mentioned her for one of the things I had up here, like a million. I had like a million things open. We were talking about that for.
Yeah, it might have been Nerium. Yeah, that's Nerium's work.
Yeah.
So
I remember these things.
Yep.
Let's see. You've also unlocked a whole ton of stretch goals because right now, let's see. Let me scroll up here. Right now, you're almost at the 6K mark, or at the 5,500 mark right now, but you're almost at 6K. So you got a lot of. What the hell did I just? Oh my god. Scrolly bits. Let's go. Boop, 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 boop. What the hell? Where did I go? Oh my god. Lost in La La Land. Okay, there we go. Stretch goals. Okay, so cool. So any of your physical book tiers, you're going to get the bookmark. Very cool. Which we were just showing right now. Basically the 3 things that we were just showing in this one panel right here. Boom, shakalaka. Except you did say that you were going to get the digital copies of that, though, if they did unlock that as well. Nice. Very cool. Let's see. In stretch goal 4, $8,000. Let's see. You're going to get standard art grade upgrade for your physical bundles. Ooh. Yeah.
So that third perk is a manga-sized mini art book of all the art that I've used in the promotion for the book. And this fourth unlock, or this fourth stretch goal, will basically be an upgrade to bring it to the standard size of the comic, and I'll be adding more pages. So you'll get a bigger book with more pages in the art book.
Very cool. Then at 10K, your final stretch goal is a hardcover double book upgrade. Ooh, talk about that.
So there's actually 3 editions of the book that we're shipping on this campaign. The first one is the standard edition, which was done by the art team that did the first book. The second is the alternate art edition, which is done by a separate husband and wife team. So it's the same story, still 120 color pages, but it's done by a completely different art team. So you get the same story, different artistic vision. And what we're doing with this 2-book bundle, it's our featured tier at the top. You can get both the standard and the alternate art edition books together in a nice, like it comes with a nice slipcase and everything. But the at 10,000 here, we can actually merge both of the standard and the alternate art into a single double book that doesn't have a back cover. So you get halfway through the one side, and then you can flip the book over, and it will be the other book, all in one big hard book.
Very nice. I like this. So we got some cool stretch goals on there. And let's see. Let me go up to the top. Let me refresh. Let's get back up to the top one more time, and then go through all of your tiers. So look at that. You're gonna be. I think you're gonna hit 100 backers before the 5 days ends. I think that's what I can see happening. Because hopefully, whoever's in here, please go share this around. I know I've seen people share it all over Twitter as well. It's the one thing I wish, like Instagram and the other ones, like you could click a link, like you know how much easier that would make life. Come on, get that happening. If you could do like other things, you could up somebody's follower count.
Yeah.
You know how many years I've been stuck at 7,500, even though I'm not following 7,500 people. It does not like me. Let me tell you. But yeah, this is very cool. I like your tiers. I like this so much. Just screams like really cool fantasy and lore. I love it. Very nice. So if you want 5 standard editions for $80, which is a retailer bundle, that's awesome. Very cool. You get 20% off of that as well. Very nice. And then, okay, so you got, these are where you're talking about the covers right here. So you have the standard editions, then you have the alternate editions. Both are $80 each. You get 5 copies of that. That's amazing. Then this one here, this is the one we were talking about earlier. Let me see if I can find that one more time, which is boop, boop, boop. Where'd it go? You're going to get like everything in this package here. You get this right here.
Yep.
Which is the store folio, which I love those so much. Those are really cool. Let's see. You get the map in there. You get some magnets. You get that manga-sized edition of that one, plus a bunch of other stuff in there for $150. That's actually pretty dope. You only have 14 left of those. Those are awesome. So
Sweet,
get on that action.
Yeah,
and you're also shipping worldwide. Nice, very nice.
Yes, I know. It's a fool's errand. Yeah, yeah. The shipping during the height of COVID last time was oof.
What is going on? What is happening? I don't know what's going on here. Oh, no wonder. I was like, what in the hell? Okay, so it's just decided to put that all the way at the bottom. Hold on. There we go. We got sexy elf babe now. Now I can see the rest of these. I was like trying to scroll down. I was like, what is happening? Took me in the middle of scroll vortexing. What's up, Michael? How are you doing?
Hey.
Let's see. Okay, now we can go over your freaking tiers. What the hell? Let's have it. Here we go. Your 2-book bundle feature for $38. You're getting 5% off. These are also limited on some of these, but yeah, these are really neat. Plus, you get the collector slip. Oh, this is a different slipcase.
Yes. Yeah, this is a slipcase instead of the store folio, and it houses both the standard and the alternate art books.
The art on that is really cool. I like the purpley blues on there. It's very fun. Let's see.
Yeah.
If you just want a digital edition just for $5, that's awesome. How many pages did you say this was? I forgot.
120 full color pages.
120 full color pages for $5. What? Let's go. Let me tell you, I'm very much a fan of digital lately, just because 1, storage, 2, getting older, I can't see shit.
Yeah,
need to zoom in.
Well, that and the shipping, you know, the joke is
shipping
the
is
PDF.
so stupid. It is like ridiculously dumb how much shipping costs. I remember this was last year before prices went up. I went to go ship something, and we quoted a 2-pound package. Okay, it was in the $20 range. The stupid thing went over 1 ounce, and it bumped it to $18 higher because of 1 ounce. Are you kidding me, Canada? Are you kidding me, Canada? 1 ounce. What? Get out of here. Okay, so this is what. Okay, so you have your regular standard edition for the PDF, and then you have your alternate art edition PDF bundle. So this just has different art on it for this. There's no like deluxe anything. Okay, so $5 there. Nice. These are both cool. So you can get on those. Like whatever one cover you want, get on this action. Sexy time. And this is a separate one compared to the 2 that are on top. It's the digital manga edition. Let's see if I can go find that one.
It's 180 pages.
Bopping. There we go. There we go. Boom. This one right here.
Yep.
This guy.
Yeah. So like you've heard of variant covers. We have variant books. You know, the standard edition there on the left is by one art team. The center alternate art edition is a completely different art team, the interior and everything.
wow.
And then the third on the right is a 180 page black and white. It's done by the art team or I should say the artist on the first on the standard edition, but we manga-ified it, reorganized everything, moved everything around to make it all right to left reading. And it's again both books 1 and 2, so 180 pages.
That's cool. That's awesome. I dig that because the other ones are colored and that one is black and white.
Yep.
Nice. You got okay. So books 1 and 2 are stuck together in the manga edition in the black and white version, but also $10. You're going OG manga prices on some books right there. Let's go. That's right. Yep. What is up, Mo? And also, because we've been yapping for so long, we now have like triple the amount of people that were hanging in here. And Michael wants to know, who is this sexy lady with the ears and stuff? You want to talk about her for a hot second, and we'll go back over your tears?
Sure. She's my story, Infinitale Chronicles. It's even though it's an ensemble cast and it takes place over generations. We open with our heroes here. This is Queen Aisling. She's an Alfar, which is kind of like a proto elf. I'm not ripping off Tolkien or Dungeons and Dragons or anything. I went to old Celtic, old Scandinavian mythology. The Yahalsafar, the Dokafar, the Aushi, the Tua de Danann, all that stuff. So I looked into that, and that's where we have we kind of built our elves off of. And she's kind of our opening hero because she lives in this this paradise with kind of invisible bars. She lives in this supposed utopia where it's just pretty people with problems. Like everybody's ageless, nobody gets sick, nobody gets pregnant, so it's consequence-free sex.
Does not sound like a problem to me. I don't know what you're talking about. It does not sound problematic whatsoever.
Well, the kind of the catch though is that in this utopia, they have these custodial beings, these giants that walk among them. They refer to them as the gods, and they just basically obey the gods, whatever it is. There's a heavy dogma that kind of rules them in some theocracy with these druids. And part of their culture is that because they don't age or whatever, they have this thing called the lottery that gets held. And if you've ever read books like Logan's Run or seen the movie, you're familiar with like Carousel. Well, this is very similar, where they basically hold this lottery collect male names, and the males get chosen to be sacrificed to the gods, and they'll be renewed. And what kind of kicks off our story here is out of nowhere, she gets pregnant. So she has a kid, and nobody knows what the hell to do because these eternal beings don't have children. They don't that goes against their origin stories. They were supposedly born from seeds the gods planted. What is this? And she ends up having this kid, all sorts of complications with delivery. She goes in and out of consciousness, goes through a coma, starts seeing these weird visions and stuff. Meanwhile, her husband's trying to keep up appearances, so he takes their newborn to go get named by the druids. And at the naming ceremony, they also hold the lottery. And just I guess coincidentally, when the kid receives his name by the gods, essentially, his name is also drawn in the lottery. And mom's not too happy about that when she comes out of her coma. And she's like, what do you mean? The kid didn't even have a chance to live. I'm not going to send my kid back to the gods. Like, this is mine.
No.
And that's where the illusion of the utopia begins to crack.
Oh, boom. Those lottery system ones, I tell you, they're rough.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me put this over here. That sounds really cool. I like their character designs. They're really thought out as well. Just awesome. Like that's some of my favorite things. When you look at character sheets, or you look at let me go back to the cards. Where they go? Like these babes are babing. Also, the dudes be babes too, which I'm a huge fan of. Like, who is this sexy abbed beast here with a spear? Who's this?
That's King Kalen, or the king consort of Queen Aisling. So that's the loving husband that kind of goes off into the frontier to help his wife, and bad stuff happens.
Yes, and it looks like Michael has backed your sweet manga version. Yes, Michael.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you don't know Michael, he also creator artist, but he does reviews and does like art piece to go along with whatever he's reviewing at the same time, which is actually dope.
Awesome.
And I know you like the manga stuff, so yeah, that actually when I saw that in there, I was like, oh, manga edition, nice, nice. I'm a huge fan. Give Tyrone Jr. a chance to live. Yeah, man, he's like a mythical being. What the hell? What's that? Yeah, I call it shenanigans on that name poll. Are you kidding me? No.
Oh hell no!
Well, Krampus, right there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Also on this page, if you're wondering where interior art is, I'm a firm believer in try before you buy. So see those buttons there when you scroll down? You can click that, and it will open into a new page.
Oh, listen to this.
And you
Look
can
at this. Perfect.
And you can download it too. So yeah, you're not beholden to the browser. You can download the free 15-page preview.
Oh, dude. Okay, let me go back to the beginning real quick. Okay, and you said both versions have two different artists in it.
Yep. Yeah. If you want to compare and contrast, you can go back to the
yes. So
the
you
page
can figure out which one you actually want. You buy the bundle and get both of them. But so far, I can tell you right now, art is phenomenal. I very much love the art that I see in here. The colors are super popping.
Awesome. Thanks.
I don't know how well this is translating on my little window over here, but hold on.
Yeah. So the art was done by Antonio Brandeo, and the colors were done by Alzir Alves, and I kind of punched up some of them.
Mo says he wished for Chris to get a backer right now, but it was for the monkey's paw. It was on a monkey's paw because he backed the manga version. I know. Listen, there's a couple people that I know that do not like the mangers, but listen, we are a fan. This is phenomenal. This is really cool. I like what I'm seeing. I like the way this is flips. By the way, the colors are really cool, and they were just like, I don't know what happened there, but like crying, covered in blood. Oh no, looks like Krampus has come to this, wreak havoc. Oh, I like the pale pinks. The pale pinks are pretty. You don't really necessarily see that in a bunch of comics anymore, but very lovely.
Yeah, kind of evocative of like a soft paradise. You know, the colors aren't harsh.
Yes. And then and it's nighttime, and then all shit breaks loose, and you're like, no longer paradise. Yeah, that's usually what happens. Let me see it. And this is the other one.
Yep, this is the alternate art edition. So it's the same exact book, same story. You just get a different art team that made it.
Oh, okay. Let's look at this. This is cool. I like the different takes, the art takes. That is really neat to see. Oh, you got more dark. Kind of got dark, different tones in the book. Nice.
Oh yeah.
And then, what's really cool about it is the artist looks like it is. What do you call it? It fits within the world of both artists here. Oh, yeah. Look at it. They got some hamburger meat on the guy. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so this is the Barbuska. So this is the standard one, and then this is by the husband and wife team of Eduardo and Mika.
Oh, cool. Very pretty. Yeah, not as pinky, but it still got that really beautiful ethereal tone to it. It's lovely. Both art are fantastic. Very nice. This is so cool. I like that you were able to put that on there, because let me tell you, it has kind of been tricky just to show off some art pieces the last couple times I've been trying to do these, but man, this is awesome.
Sweet. Yeah. And
yes.
I'm holding an experiment. Whichever edition gets backed the most, that'll be the future of my 10-book series. And if we're on book 2 here, this will help us, because I want to give customers more of what they want. And, I don't want to waste resources, on things people don't want. And then the manga edition is underneath this one, if you want to see what it looks like.
Yes, I love that Michael is just coming in here and sticking up for manga forever. That's right. You're killing Mo. I know. Let's see. The alternate art is cool. The alternate baby looks more of a badass. Oh, well, the other one didn't really have the eyes open. I noticed. It was more like, oh, it's so cute baby. The other one was like, oh, I'm alert and I see all your shenanigans. This is not going to fly well later. Is what I noticed in this artwork.
Yeah.
Let's see. In the manga version, let's go. Oh, we're going backwards now because we're going the other way. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Ooh, okay. I like the double spread. Okay, so yeah, the artwork's just a tad bit different too, but oh, it looks fantastic.
Sweet.
It's super poppin'. Yeah.
Yeah, all the sound effects are in Japanese and the dialogue's in English.
Nice. But yeah, I like the takes on all the characters in each 3 different formats. It was really neat.
Sweet.
The eyes, Kabad, eyes are looking very cool. Yeah, it looks really good. Let's see. Boom. Awesome. Oh, I like that the back panel on each one too is completely different. I like that this looks like it's old fantasy game.
Oh yeah.
I like how you're changing it up on each one too. That's awesome.
Oh,
very nice. Let's see. Do we have to watch it going backwards? Listen, I can slow-mo that and go even larger to watch you really watch me scroll and like flip it the wrong way. Yeah. Yes. Very nice. I loved all this. And let me get back to our chairs real quick. Okay, so we were just talking about the manga edition, the physical one for $10 as well. Get on that action there. Digital Deluxe. Now, what is the difference between the deluxe editions?
So the digital deluxe is the standard edition, the alternate art edition, and the manga edition. You'll get 3 separate links for all 3 PDFs. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, since they're $5 a piece individually, if you buy them all 3 together, you get a slight discount and only have to pay $12 for them. You could also appreciate at least the manga version doesn't have characters that have. Oh man, listen, they're fantasy characters. They're fantastic. They are quite. Listen. I saw chest hair. I saw abs. I saw all kind of babes. I saw an old-looking dude. Yeah, listen, you're diverse in your character here. Nice. Let me see here. And then, so deluxe edition here. So you can get your regular ones or your deluxe editions. You can get all 3 editions of the PDFs to download as well for this one. Very cool. And then book plus card bundle. Oh, look, Michael, you could also have gotten the manga version plus the card pack. How many cards were in each pack? Does it tell that? Yep. So series 2 comes with 10 cards with a possibility of 1 holo foil 11th card. But if you buy the bundles, you're guaranteed to get at least 1 holo foil card.
Very nice. I dig this. Very cool. So you want your standard book, $20. So these are the 2 covers. Let me see if I can just click this and go. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. That's cover 1, and then blah, 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 blah. Oops. Oh shit! No. Blah, blah. I'm bloobing too hard here. Come on. Oh, come on. I know I could have hit that button at the bottom, but that was super satisfying. So, if you want your standard edition, once again, you can click right here in this section here and click on this. It'll take you to the preview one if you want to figure out which version of the comic that you want to buy. So if you want the one here, which has this lovely artwork on it, which is the standard edition, you can go ahead and get that for $20. Then you want the alternate book, which is right here, also right here. You can go ahead and get that version. Both are $20. Very nice. Then you want a book plus card bundle, $24. You only for $4 more, you're getting 10 cards, possibly a holofoil sexy card in there. Get you some stuff. I like there's these limited to like 25 of most of these, which is very cool.
Oh yeah.
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 That action.
Yeah, because I got all the cards printed out.
Frog Izzard.
The
flying
water
guy.
leaper.
George. I think I called him a George. There we go.
Oh, she'll call him
George. There's George. There's George. Look at his little teeth. He looks all smiley. He looks like he wants to be friends and be like, I love it. He's adorable. For $30, that's actually cool. It's a 6-inch glow-in-the-dark figure. That's actually pretty decent. I paid more for that for like a Reaper-sized mini on campaigns before. So yes. Mo, this is true. You can't go wrong with either edition. I thought both looked absolutely fantastic, and I love the fact that you could compare, like all 3 editions, by the way, you can compare the artwork from the different artists, which is neat. I like that. I'm very much a fan. And this is one I like too. You can get the Nessa statuette, which is a full-on 8-inch. Okay, you guys ready for your minifigs? Where's my model kit people at? You get yourself a kit here, and it's actually got a color guide of what you should do to mix and paint for your statue here. But you get an 8-inch painted statue. What is it? What is it made of? Is it resin or is it like the 3D material?
Yeah, it's nylon filament and it's pre-primed. So out of the box, you can paint directly on it.
Perfect. You don't have to prime nothing. You know how bitch it is to prime shit? You get those minifigures, you got to sand, you got to file some stuff, you got to prime some stuff. Sometimes you got to shellac it, you know?
Yep.
You didn't say all 3 editions. You can't go. Okay. Okay, you could go a little wrong with one of them. Listen. Oh no, that's hilarious. That's funny. But for $40, plus you're getting the paint, the palette, and you're getting some gloss as well, plus the brushes. That's actually pretty dope. You're actually getting a full-on kit of those. There's only 8 of those left. That's fantastic. And look at this, Michael.
It's Mo's.
And Mo. Mo's favorite bundle is you have the retail manga edition. You get 5 copies for $40. Look at that. Boom. Look at how nice those look. Look at the spines on those. It looks so good on your shelf. Listen, I know what the people want. It's manga. And then you want the standard retail bundle, which I went over these earlier, but I screwed this all up. So standard, it was $80 for 5 of these guys. Also, another thing, listen, look at the price points. The standard edition versus the manga editions, Mo. You can't go wrong with that. I'm just saying. But yes, you can also get your mega ultimate bundle here, which let me see if I can find down here. No, oh my god, I can't read and see things right now. Let's see, boop. You're getting everything. You're getting the map. You're getting the folio. You're getting the slipcase. You're getting the manga edition. You're getting some magnets. You're getting some cards. You're getting the. Is this the standee?
No, that's the magnets.
Oh, the magnet, dude. You even have freaking box for your magnets as well. Listen.
Oh yeah.
you are the packaging lord. Yes. Oh, this is a good. Okay, when this is done and tallied up, when you get to the 5-day mark, Mo, he'll give you a tally and let you know which one is reigning supreme on all of the editions that have sold. Look at that.
There is a scorecard on the campaign page that shows each edition and where they stand.
Yeah. Oh, you know what this also means, Mo? If you want the other editions to beat out the manga edition, go back more books. You know what I'm saying? Get on that, Mo. But this is very cool. I like everything I'm seeing on here. I think it's quite fun. The art's phenomenal. All 3 editions. I love the art. I love the add-ons. It just screams fantasy stuff to me. I like that you're keeping with those Scandinavian, like Celtic kind of vibes. I like that you have cards. Dude, you got holofoil cards. You got magnets that look dope and stuff. I'm saying this wrong on purpose. I know. And you have store folios. These are my favorite. I love these. I have been picking up those a lot when I get campaigns because screw comic boxes. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Listen, if you ever have to move 30 of those several times, you're gonna hate them.
Yeah.
This is where it's at in life. Plus, you could just have the whole entire thing in one little doohickey. You just be like, bloop, I want to read this. I don't have to go look for 30 freaking stupid boxes.
Yeah.
That's right. Magnets. Get your mind. Listen, no. I've got my eyes set. Listen, on that abbed dude with a spear magnet. Let me tell you. Because you know why? He's a stud magnet. Oh.
Giggity.
Yes, that's right. The ultimate bundle is a effective way to get the listen. This is you're not wrong. Very respectable to get that. Very cool. I like the standee. I like everything. Looks like it's coming from a TTRPG, like into you know what I mean. It's got like all like the if you ever go to a store, you know what I'm talking about, where they have the figures on the side, they have the paint on the side, they have all the cool packaged things. You know what I'm talking about. Yep. We've all been there. We've all hit our master weebery into the nerd realm at some point. And yes, you know what I want to do because you still have. Wait, can I wait? Which one is you? Which one am I looking at? Remove. How do I add that? I see you down there, but why can't I add you to the? Try to play the damn remove. Wait, oh fuck! I removed the wrong thing. Sorry. I try to add it so we can play this again. There we go. Son of a hell! No, what is it doing? I don't. What's going on here? Let me pause this. Technical difficulties. Okay. Okay, that's right. Which one is you? There is a shelf for inserts. Oh.
I'm not Starfire.
No. Hey. I mean, you can be. It's a fantasy world. You can be whoever you want to be. All right. We're going to watch your trailer one more time. This trailer was absolutely bitchin'. Let's go. I think this is phenomenal. And who did your trailer, by the way? Who did this?
I did.
You did this?
Yes.
Listen, you buttholes in the chat. Whoever needs a trailer, Go hit him, Chris, because son of a bitch. This is amazing. This is dope. Yes.
Knowledge is like a seed. When sown in fertile minds, it opens doors to new possibilities. Truth, once buried by the ages, is again revealed. The unimaginable becomes demystified. New wonders are discovered that transcend the limitations of previous understanding. However, some doors should never be opened. Our tale continues with the divergent paths of our heroes. As a naive king toils with ancient powers beyond his control, a grieving queen makes a fateful decision that forever changes their world. Infinitale Chronicles. The War of the Trees.
Seriously, that's just dope. Just dope. Get on this action. It's amazing. Let me see. What did I Listen. The question is, whichever one reigns supreme, you're gonna get anime eyeballs in the next trailer, possibly. You don't know, Mo. Come up the next book, there might be some anime eyeballs going on in there. But damn, I know. This is all up to you, Mo. The more you back, speaking of you, Mo, the less likely that is to happen. Pick up some copies for your friends. Dude, this has been awesome. I really like it. Thanks for popping on here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let me clap the link one more time in here. Nope, not that link. I almost dropped the stream early because my latte is kicking in now. So there we go. That is plopped up on top of my thing, but now it's going to all the places. I saw Madness in there. I saw a bunch of other people lurking around. I'm dropping a bunch of other of your links in here too, so people can go find you, by the way. Also, forgive me to all the people that have reached out to come on my show. I am so behind on scheduling. I have no open dates left in June. I literally trying my hardest to get this together and get back on track. I'm so very sorry for people. I know how bad you guys are trying to get on. I'm sorry. It will happen. Just give me a hot second to get this, life be lifing so hard right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you, this is joy, complete and utter joy that's happening with life right now. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I have sent your website, so you can find a whole bunch of links on there. I have sent your Twitter. Go find them on there. I didn't know if you had an Instagram, and I heard you didn't plop the post together. So if you do, I'll go tag you on it later. And I plopped your YouTube on here because you actually have a YouTube channel. So
Oh, yeah.
post sub him all over the places or wherever the hell you are. I don't know which hand is pointing to you. I can't tell. I don't understand how this logic works because whatever. But yeah, this looks awesome. I wish you super success on this. I love all the additions that I've seen on this. Oh, I did not see on here, but is there a way to get issue 1?
Yes. Yeah. If you look at the legacy section, the legacy perks, you can get there's a couple of first print run variant covers that are left over, or there's a link there if you want to get the cheaper retail or Amazon edition. You can grab the Amazon edition directly off of Amazon.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I will add the Amazon link when we're done on here as well. Let me see. I have like what 9 trillion tabs open right now. I can't find it, but I will add that when we're out of here to the bottom of the description. So if you guys do want to go ahead and grab those, is one the same way too, where you had 3 different editions, or is that something you kind of explored in issue 2?
It's something we explored in issue 2. The first edition or the first book had variant covers, And it's odd because the standard edition sold out. Like, we're no longer printing that; it's gone forever. But the couple of the variant covers, we still have a few remaining limited quantities of those. So I put them on the campaign. Nice. And then there's the retail edition you can get off of Amazon. That's the second printing. So there's some edits, some changes, a couple other things.
Very nice. I like everything I've seen on here because you can get some cool stuff because you don't even necessarily, if you don't want the books, but you want like the kits and stuff, you are able to get some of those things like just as a add-on by itself kind of situation. Because listen, I know there's nerds around here. They're not really into books, but they're like into like painty nerd crap. Let me tell you, painty nerd crap that goes. There's like a bunch of on here. Listen, it's painty nerd crap. You could add that, as I said, get you some painty nerd crap here.
Yeah.
This is goals in life, nerd shenanigans. Let's see. Before we get out of here, what else do you have going on? Do you have any other appearances, cons? Are you going to Heroes Con? Everybody in the damn indie thing is going to Heroes Con.
Oh yeah, I wish I could travel. Unfortunately,
I can't be doing that this year.
Yeah, I'm currently all I'm doing is I'm working on the that third stretch goal book. I'm compiling the art book for print. I should have that proof sent out by the end of the week.
Nice, very cool. So no cons for you. Listen, my goal was to do Heroes this year. That did not happen. So hopefully next year we'll see about that. We'll see what's going on with that. But as for me, I have too many of these things coming up. I really need to cut back on some stuff so I can get back to my art/hangout streams. I'm really trying to cut back on the amount of the campaign stuff that I'm doing per week because I was doing too many. Trying to get back to my Friday, Sunday schedule, plus late night, middle week thingy. Sounds good to me. I will also be on Thursday the 19th over on the EXP channel. I will be co-hosting the SketchUp show. I may or may not have some art. It's going to be up on the thing. So if you guys want to come check that out, Jenna and I will be co-hosting. Kyle will be in the background, but we will be on there and have a lovely round of artists. We can buy some art. Come check that out. Let's see. I don't know. I'm everywhere. I got shows all over the place, but I am working on some other things, some art pieces. Come check that out. I forgot what else I was saying. Oh, the CBC Awards are up and running. Go vote for whoever you want. YouTube Nerd Awards that have to do with comics. Go check that out. But we're going to get on out of here. Go hang. Go do something. Oh, I see KSS. First of all, I can't leave without saying happy birthday, broski.
Ooh, happy birthday.
That's right. Happy birthday. We're going to get out of here. We should probably sing happy birthday to KSS. That'd be hilarious. Happy birthday to you. Okay. It's a very good question. I do all of this.
Nice.
I'm thinking about doing a Crow mini piece, like 5x7-ish. What is this? This is my seagull Godzilla. Godzilla taking he's stealing a Lumpia truck. This is strictly for the 247 guys. I drew that for him. But it would be this size. I'm gonna do either a death or Crow piece or both. I don't know. We'll see how light that runs. But also in the middle of kicking butt on some eyeballs. But I do all the thingies. But right now it would be art. But yes, you're welcome. Listen, I can't forget your birthday, bro. It's every day. It's every day. You're the one and only one that lives in my heart with the birthdays. And I think every day I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's KSS's birthday.
Marked there right on the calendar.
Every day on my calendar, I have a special calendar. It just says happy birthday to KSS. I swear to God.
Oh no.
If Noah is there next year and we go to Heroes Con, I will make this happen. Even if it's just it's a guitar pick hat, we can go harass Noah. That'd be freaking amazing. Listen, I'm down for this. Let's do that. That'd be stupid. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you, Chris, for coming on here. Thanks to everybody who's in here. Thanks to Michael for backing. Get your Manger edition and really upset Mel.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. KSS. Who is going to be dressing as Mo? I mean, not Mo. Who's going to be dressing as Will in this scenario if we have the guitar pick and Noah? Who do you have? They're sworn by. Yes, that's also true. What is up, Cran? Also, goodbye, Cran. Ciao.
Yeah.
We're gonna get out of here, but before that, Jason and Luke are still streaming. I don't have my crap set up, so you know what we're doing? I'm just gonna plop the link in there. Click on that. Go raid them. Tell them that I sent you, and shenanigans. Oh, you know what I want you to do? When you hop into that stream, hashtag hot dogs, please, for me. Hashtag hot dogs. Don't even say I came in there. Just hot dogs, and he'll know what's going on, and he'll be upset. Oh, hey, Ducks, what's happening? We're gonna get out of here. Thanks to everybody. It's good times, but yeah, my latte is hitting me, and I got like the blue with the blurring fog right now. So we're gonna get out of here. Thank you very much for coming in here, Chris. Very much a pleasure. Come back for your next campaign. We will listen. We'll figure days, whatever. I know. I'm so behind on life.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks again. I had a blast.
Hey, Cliff. We're gonna get out of here. Goodbye, people. But yes, go hit up Jason's stream. Go hashtag hot dogs. And I love that. Yes, people are already hashtagging hot dogs in there. Yes, life is complete. Mission is successful. Oh, if you could drop the hot dog emojis too, boom, go for it. Thank you. We're getting out of here. Go harassing with hot dogs. That's the only way to do it. Also, all of those guys will be at Heroes Con. So if you're going to Heroes Con, go hit them all up. They will all be there. Michael Rushbrook is actually on panel right now. Well, he was before I left. He's got a page in the Comics Curing Cancer art book. Go check him out.
Awesome.
But we're going to get out of here. Boom, shakalaka. Peace out. Do the John Cena. There you go.